Hello, Dangerlings. It's James Lockhart here, and hope you're enjoying the Danger Club podcast. You better be. You've been listening for a lot of episodes. So if you want to get on in and support it and get some extra content, then head over to our Patreon and, of course, follow us on Twitter. And we've even got an Instagram account. We've got wherever good podcasts are. You know where to find us. Get on board. See you soon, and stay dangerous.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
You want to look around for the bazaar?
I was wondering if you knew where a certain shop was.
Do you know where Curated Wishes is?
You want spices?
Oh, sorry, I was sniffing. It smells lovely.
One of the enormous golems comes just walking along the street.
Do you think we could take them?
You want lamps? You want lamps, yes?
I don't really want any lamps.
We are trying to get to the
Scrivenbough. Bajan and Zainab Olavi. They're twins.
Beelzebub, that was really good work there.
The adventure continues now.
Flip the timer, please.
Flip the timer. Get ready. We're gonna record this podcast. It's gonna be so amazing when we call this she, be, he. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter where you're from. We want you to listen to our podcast. Yes, it do. It doesn't matter if you're from Iceland too. Iceland, Jamaica.
Well,
you really wrapped yourself into a corner there.
That is getting cut.
Let's take bets on when exactly Colin decided that was going to be cut.
I would say from before the record.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes.
It's a new year.
New Year!
There's a Tom Waits version that sounds almost exactly like that. It's brilliant.
Those fireworks are so good. Did you see them?
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
You don't think look at that one.
They're not still going on, Ross. It's not how it works.
Turns out Ross is still tripping balls from the drum.
The eggnog.
From the eggnog.
It's still freely flowing. It's great. It's a new year, and this year cannot
It sounded
possibly...
like a fart. I'm sorry, Dan.
I'm really sorry.
John tried to do this lovely little sip sound effect, and it just sounded like a blow-off.
That was awful.
Hashtag blow-offs again, Danger Club podcast.
That was drum drinking eggnog with the Queen. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dan, what were you
That's
saying?
how she drinks eggnog.
It is through the nose.
Yes, it is bad and it is sorbious.
One must take eggnog through the eye.
It's a great episode of The Crown, that. She just extends her proboscis into the eggnog and just slurps it up. As everyone looks on in horror. And etiquette says you can't say anything. You just have to wait till she finishes.
Dan Ike. The Queen's a butterfly.
Butterfly Queens. It's a new year, and it's great because that means this year cannot possibly in any way be worse than last year.
Don't
jinx it,
Dan.
Literally, we are
Right, everyone get up and walk around the room 3 times.
God.
It's gonna be good. We're gonna go to Gen Con. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we're still here.
We are here.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
And we'll be here forever.
Ever haven't seen that long until you're grown.
So that's what's going to happen in 2021.
Yeah.
Scott is no longer going to improvise songs that we throw at him.
I'm sorry, Miss Hubbard.
Scott is for real.
Actually, this drinking. We're currently drinking eggnog from tiny cups because for us it's still slightly before Christmas, and it's really good. Drummond, thank you very much.
Yes,
it is.
These tiny cups and last week's episode are making me miss really good coffee. Like really,
Yeah. I've got to say as well, kudos to the Hubbard household for having literal next cups. They are fantastic. I'm sure
cool, aren't they? Yeah.
They're really cool, sort of quite Egypt based, but very good, very good.
Big up Egypt.
Andy Drummond, of course, for the drink itself.
Has anyone ever some of you guys have been to Istanbul.
Yeah,
have
we
you
did,
had like
but
proper Turkish coffee?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was. But we don't know if it's Istanbul. Are you doing that joke? Okay, I was like,
See, the trouble is with sort of Turkish coffee is you're never really sure. I wasn't sure. Are you supposed to drink the sludge? Because it's literally half the coffee is like just paste.
I did, man. I did.
Yeah, I drink.
It's very bitter.
Yeah.
Back when I used to LARP, the guy who used to run the LARP that I was at came back to it just as a player, but didn't really want to have to relearn all of the lore that had happened since he'd left. So he was like, "Can I just set up a coffee shop and I'll just play it? I'm into coffee at the moment." And so he set up a little Turkish coffee place, and he'd just make Turkish coffee, and you could go as your character and pay him a whatever. I shouldn't know what the currency was. I played it for years, but give him a Magyar dollar, and he would give you a really thick little cup of coffee. And I spent an entire weekend in there. I literally arrived, timed in, walked into the coffee shop, drank coffee for 2 days, walked out and got killed. And that was my entire experience. And it was fantastic.
Did you die really, really fast though?
Oh yeah.
Like, you were just like,
like you can feel. You're very aware of your heart when you drink that kind of coffee.
Oof, yeah. I actually, because I just vape, and I sat in a coffee shop and I had a cup of coffee and vaped, and just started making my head spin. I had to go and sit on my own for a little bit, so spun out from coffee.
That's how my mum fell down the stairs.
Really?
Yeah. Like a couple of cups of coffee, went out for a fag, came back in, tried to walk down the stairs at this club, this like comedy club we were at, and she was like, fell down the stairs, had to take her to hospital.
Can I just mention for our overseas listeners, fag is what we call a cigarette.
Oh, sorry, sorry, I didn't mean.
We're not being offensive in any way.
No.
I mean, not yet.
British
the episode is young. We will be offensive before the end.
But we will not use those sort of words.
We will certainly not. No.
I reckon our overseas listeners have watched The Boys. They've watched Carl Urban batter his way through that accent enough times. They know,
absolutely.
They know what smoking a cigarette is.
But just to make sure, because some people might not know that, they'll be like, whoa, what the fuck? Well, his mum went out for what? I do remember when I was quite young, there was a girl who came over from Canada, and she was like, she was sitting in the pub going, oh my God, you guys are all talking about going out and smoking a fag. And I'm like, what are you going to do? And we're like, no, we're just having cigarettes. Because it does sound really horrible, doesn't it? If you think about it from that culture. Like, it's like, wow, okay. Yeah. Sounds like so I don't know if we'll keep this in because it's quite offensive chat, but we can talk about it now.
Oh, Canada.
Sorry, Ross is going to save us now.
We can't. If I cut that, I have to cut this.
Why? I'm singing the Canadian national anthem.
Because the story's about a Canadian.
Oh, yeah.
And now I want to keep it in.
It's staying in. No, but I've been surprised how many overseas listeners do pick up on quite a lot of British sort of expressions and things like that. We think, no, you wouldn't know that. But I suppose there's been a lot of films over the years and stuff that we don't realise goes around. Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, we've all seen that. And Michael Caine doing stuff. And you're like, oh.
Also, there's things you pick up from content. I listen to a couple of American podcasts, and every now and then they dip into like a fast food chain reference I don't get. And I had to fill in the blanks so quick. I'm like, that must be a fast food chain. What part of America are they from? Is it going to be Tex-Mex? Is it in the South? Like, that kind of stuff. You sort of, your brain goes to try and fill in the blanks of what you can do, but it does leave you with some incorrect suppositions,
Absolutely, yeah.
I've been left with stuff like a fast food chain, that weren't actually referencing that. They were talking about something else. They were talking about a bike. Next time I'm in America, I'm going to make a right tit of myself. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, my mate Lou, big up Lou. Hi Lou, how you doing? Hope you're still listening. Louise, she lives in Canada, and she says that she introduced the Danger Club to a couple of her friends. Thank you so much for doing that, Lou,
nice,
by the way.
Yes. Thank you, Lou. Big up Lou.
Yeah, and she was saying that like a lot of references do get lost on her friends, and she has to fill them in. So, yeah.
It's important, isn't it?
Love Canada.
Due south. There you go. That's a thing first.
Due south. That's the way I'm going. Due south.
I mean, strap in for 2 years' time when we do the recall on this, because I will happily talk for an hour about Due South. I love that show so much. It is an incredible TV show.
Have we borrowed your Due South?
Yes, you have. I have.
Have we got it?
You might still have it. I'll look under the sofa.
Because you've still got Northern exposure, right?
This may be a WhatsApp chat that you can have outside the podcast. Sorry, that was too good to dip into that.
Correctamundo.
Oh, we'll swap numbers. We'll swap it.
Although to be honest, just briefly on the subject, I always got confused between Northern Exposure and Due South. And
they're
loads of
very
people like, Due South. I was like, I used to like that, and then seeing the Northern Exposure theme show, I was like, no, that was Northern Exposure. So,
I don't know what Northern Exposure is. That sounds like a very risky.
Oh, it's
risky
awesome.
thing.
It's really funny.
It's lovely.
It's really good. That's one I remember.
It is an incredibly sedate show about a doctor becoming a doctor in a tiny town in Alaska. I once put it on for a room full of people who were off their heads on very strong uppers, and they thought they were losing their minds. I was very sober.
We've had this discussion before, and I don't know if we've done it on the podcast, so Dangerlings tweet us.
All of it.
Do it now.
Sorry, everybody. Colin's just coming up on the Sweet and Woody, and he's I don't know where he is.
Sweet and Woody.
Is Due South set in Chicago?
Yes.
Yeah, he's about the Mountie.
Used to do tours and stuff, and still work with tourism, international touristy people. And I say to Chicagans, I used to watch Due South, and Chicago people all universally look at me and go, "What's that?"
Yeah.
Was it only a show that got broadcast to just the UK?
It got broadcast in America, but it was huge. It wasn't successful in America at all. It was successful in Canada because Paul Gross is a national treasure there, and it was really successful here. But it is like a weird little in-joke that the British and the Canadians have, because the whole thing is kind of sort of a piss take of Canada, but it's basically a piss take of Chicago, and that's kind of like the sort of the whole gag of it. I did a comedy set in Calgary once. I did stand up there, and my whole set, because I was like, I'll write something new because I'm only doing one thing, and they think I'm famous, so they'll let me say anything for a bit, and then I'm leaving, so who cares? And so I wrote a whole set about Due South and Bret the Hitman Hart, and they fucking loved it. It was the best gig I'd ever done.
Nice.
Funny, isn't it? How some things are famous in other countries than than they originate from. Like Bush, the band Bush,
not
big
George
in America.
W. Bush.
Not the bush. Not the burning bush.
No. See, you don't know who I'm talking about. The band Bush were huge in America, really did not take off here. So big up Bush.
Sweetest Bush.
Oh boy!
If you take away nothing else from this episode, big up Bush.
Definitely big up Bush.
But not George W. Unless you are into Bush.
And
This is getting confusing.
Colin, do you want to lie down with a wet towel on your face?
I feel fucking great, man.
No.
Don't try and usurp my high. Get off my cloud.
Yo, man, you're harshing my blind.
Hey, you don't usurp my high.
That's my new song, man.
oh, well, you're about to go into possibly. You might just go do something else. You're about to go. Hopefully, who can tell up we've had nog? You're hopefully going to go into the apothecary store that you saw boarded up, where you've got a lead that you might be able to find someone who knows about how to get into the Scrivenbough. You may need some work to get in there. I can reveal right now that there is one thing I forgot to bring with me to this record. We've gotten 2 episodes into the record. I don't have Old Bad Moon with me.
Oh. Quickly, fight everyone.
Yeah.
So if you
Now
get
is the
into
time.
trouble, you're going up against... It's back. It's Dice and Dragons, the app.
Yay! Fulton, should we fight everyone?
Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, we're all going to die.
I actually do rate your chances against the 100-foot tall golems now.
Next ever planned for Dice and Dragons.
So you had a good time in the bazaar. How did we like the Grand Bazaar of Quantium?
It was bizarre.
Oh, do you know what?
Low-hanging fruit.
How bizarre. I
did. Do you know what? Because Velda is, he was paying attention. Didn't come up in the story, but he was paying attention to sort of maybe getting like a summer robe, because it's very hot, and actually he's quite layered, and I think he's quite impressed with all the.
Look around.
What is your problem, Colin? I am literally wetting the towel. I will usurp your high. You will go onto that sofa.
Me and Scott are just singing "How Bizarre" by OMC underneath everything you speak.
I know.
Sorry,
we did.
No, I haven't finished yet. But no, I have finished. Yeah. No, it's but I like to think of him sort of thinking, actually, that's pretty cool seeing, because it's quite a magic city and lots of wizards and such walking around with flowing robes. He's like, yeah.
All right, smash cut. You want this robe? It's a summer robe. It's a very nice robe.
No, I'm intimidated by the shop. Goodbye.
You would tell me, buy my robe. Buy my robe.
I throw some turmeric in his face and run away.
It's the perfect bell to leaves.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, well, let's crack on. Let's crack on. I think that we should break into the shop, definitely, take the boards down and go inside. Who's with me?
Just a quick question for context. So, Dan, obviously, you've described the shop. It's all boarded up, it's covered in graffiti. What's the area like? Is it like a deserted street? Is there people about? Are there other buildings?
It is more sparsely populated, so you've gone outside the walls of the city here. It's not like a fortress where it's literally like the walls and then nothing outside. But outside, it's kind of it's sort of wasteland. It's very arid. It's not a lot growing, but there are still quite a lot of... Like, the city overspills the walls by quite a bit, but there's much smaller buildings. The street that you're on is quite quiet. There are people occasionally going by, but not as many of them. And a lot of the buildings here are abandoned. It looks like people don't come here very often.
Right. Yes, probably we could break in.
Caragor, I reckon you could kick that door in, you know.
Now then, come on. We're here to be... We're just looking for one thing, and we can do it through legitimate means. Are we absolutely sure that we need to get into this apothecary's place?
Yeah, I think so.
Because he was going to show us to the Scrivenbough before he sent us off on this little thing. I'm a bit sus about the whole thing, if I'm honest.
I don't think he was. We seemed to pay him the money, and he said, "Oh, yes, you need to go and see someone else."
I did not believe for one moment he would take us there at all. I don't think so.
It's just I don't want to be that kind of like, you know, we're not from round here, and if it's just some like outlanders go kicking in old shops.
Well, I tell you what,
good is it?
We could warn you if anyone was coming, and then you could kick in the door.
Because you're going to do it anyway, aren't you?
What? No, I'm not going to kick in the door.
I mean, we're all going to have to go in there and start.
Fulton stopped someone on the street. The bear people, not the bear people, but like the bare minimum amount of people that
Bear people.
Hello, excuse me.
Hello, says a Gnoll that is walking by.
What's your name?
My name is Burke.
Hello.
Thank you to Stu Jackson. Patreon subscriber.
Jackson. Looks like Stu
is a Jackson.
For giving us the Gnoll named Burke.
Yeah.
Ooh, like trapdoor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Love
a show.
that.
Learned something about that. Like, apparently it comes like from people from... Doesn't matter. I can't remember it properly. It's wasted. Go on, carry on.
Do it on the recall.
I'll do it on the recall. I'll look up my facts and I'll do it then. I remembered.
See you in a couple of years, Dangerlings.
What was the mysterious fact the drunk struggled to remember? Find out in 2 years.
It's to do with Burke's.
What happened to this apothecary? We heard about this apothecary being the finest one in all of Nex, and now it's spotted up. What happened?
It's been closed for years.
What happened?
They ran out of... The trouble is you run out of money. That's the thing. The rents ran here. They're crazy.
So has anyone seen the owner?
No, nobody's seen their owner for a long time. He died.
Where did he die?
He died in a frogging accident.
A what?
A frogging accident.
What's that?
He was out on the river hunting for frogs, and he got a frog that was too big, and it weighed him so much that he just sank into the mud. And people were saying, Jeremy, put down the frog, and he said, no, I will never find a frog so great as this frog. And that was the last I ever saw of him.
Ah.
I didn't kill him.
What?
What?
I didn't say it. What?
Well, frogging accident.
I feel like there's too much to unpack from you at this moment.
I'm going to roll.
Go on.
What is it to find out if they're lying?
If Burke is lying, how dare you besmirch Burke like this? Roll a perception check.
Ooh. Oh, I forgot that it's Fulton.
What did you forget, Ross? What did you
I
forget?
forgot that it was Fulton.
Oh, got too many characters.
Yeah, too many characters.
24.
24. Burke is being evasive about something.
You better tell me the truth right now, or I'm gonna give you a mouth.
Otherwise, you are going to come and raid this apothecary with us.
Hey,
All right. I killed him. I killed Jeremy, and I'd kill him again. He stole my cat.
how did you kill him?
I handed him the frog. It was a leaden frog. I'd been feeding it shot for weeks to make it extra heavy.
Fulton looks at the rest of the gang and goes, case closed. Just clap my hands together.
Yeah, thanks.
So case closed. But
Hey.
I mean, this guy's now. He's telling us that he's murdered some guy. And
It's all right, we don't have to do anything about that. We're not
Are you
the
sure?
world's police.
We don't-
Hey.
We don't
That's
do
what we
everything
were
about it.
cops are. I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
we-
meeting
no.
things that-
We've
That's not a
murdered lots
jurisdiction.
of people.
But
Fine, okay.
Also, like some of the Beelzebub's personality traits are starting to make sense. This city is full of liars. I don't believe a word he's saying. In fact, I probably is your name even Burke?
No.
You see.
Are you telling the truth? Yes or no?
Maybe.
Oh, damn.
Case reopened.
Okay.
Burke, could
Yes.
what'd you do for a living, mate?
I'm a frogger myself.
Great. Did you get into many broken down houses being a frogger?
Only if there are frogs inside.
We've heard that there are frogs inside this one, haven't we? Haven't we?
Hey, loads of the
Yeah.
biggest frog you've ever seen.
Frogs everywhere.
Frogs as big as your ass.
And some of them are called Jeremy Fisher, just like the man that you killed. So there you go.
Perhaps I never said he was called Jeremy Fisher.
No, I know.
Looking at Shania,
But
being
you
like,
said
"That's a
certainly a strange twist.
But
on
you
the
said
tale.
Jeremy, and it's about frogs, so I immediately thought of Jeremy Fisher. I don't know. You've never read Beatrix Potter? What the fuck?
No, I never read it.
Oh, okay.
Pass me
The
by.
heck with
There's a good bookstore we just went to, actually.
yeah.
Yes, we should have asked him for his entire collection of Beatrix Potter, because that was, I'm sure it had bound in human skin as well.
Yeah, well, it probably would be. It's pretty dark stuff. Okay.
Mrs. Chittermouse is grueling.
Burke, did you not hear? Now, that guy you killed, he was hiding the biggest frog ever from you in that building over there.
He never gave me back my cat either.
Yeah.
Well, let's go see if the
cat
cat's
was.
there.
I think the cat was still alive, and it's in there.
Very well. Well, we must get in there at once.
Well, you first, and we'll come in behind you.
Very good. Burke attempts to climb in through one of the broken windows.
Let's just hope the cat hasn't
I
croaked.
Fulton just gives him a thumbs up.
He looks back at you reassuringly, and then hoiks himself through the window, impaling himself on a shard of glass. He tumbles through into the building. And you go,
Now we have a legitimate reason to get in and save the guy.
Exactly. Well
Yes.
done. Cop.
Good.
And indeed, cop.
All right, okay.
Case
they fist
closed.
bump, right? Fist bump from, yeah. Okay, right.
Let's
so
kick in the
Shania-
door. Let's go.
Shania gets a...
Can I kick
Wait,
in
is
the
he-
door,
All right,
please,
yeah.
Dan?
You kick in the door.
Is he in the ups? Did he climb up? To
No,
get
no,
into
it's a
window?
one-story
He's-
building.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
athletics check to kick in the door.
It's 23.
A 23, you run up and hoof the door. The door breaks. The boards that are on it snap and the door swings open and you step into a ruined-looking shop. There are boxes and crates piled up everywhere, dust hanging on everything. It looks to have been thoroughly looted. There's no sign of very much. There is a skeleton of a cat lying on the counter, and there is a gnoll lying in the middle of the floor holding his stomach, pissing blood just all over the room.
Shania attempts to, work her medicine and stuff on it, like...
Go ahead, give me a medicine check to try
Okay,
and
thanks.
save the life of the gnoll.
Just loudly, Caragor goes as he goes to fake duck down over Burke.
Burke,
Looking around.
can you hear us? Are you all right? Shout if you can see us. We're coming in looking for you.
I can see you.
15 on the medicine check.
15 on the medicine check. You just about managed to staunch the bleeding, and he just sort of lies there.
Just give him aid.
Velda pays no attention to Bug,
One
steps
hit
over him, and gets a terrible perception roll and fails to see anything. 12.
Okay, you walk it. Okay, Velda walks into the room. What is Bubba doing?
Bubba's just kind of wandering in as well.
Bubba wanders in. What about Fulton and indeed Beelzebub?
Fulton's gonna stand outside, keeping guard with Beelzebub.
Okay, the two of you.
What, together?
Here we go.
Yeah. Forever together.
What on earth are they going to talk about?
So true.
It's a Ross heavy episode.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, always.
All right.
Heavy like a frog.
So in the room we have Bubba, Caragor, Shania, Burke, and Velda. Go ahead and roll a d6 for that. Right, Shania, as you step forward into the room, as the rest of you go in there, your foot knocks against a crate, and you just hear a whirring noise from the ceiling. And suddenly several tiles just fall out of the ceiling, and a number of nozzles drop down. 3 nozzles drop down from the ceiling and just start whirring around and start spraying. It is a 34 to hit you, which it does hit you, I'm pretty sure, as the nozzles begin spraying acid into the room. It's just starts hitting everything and starts sizzling. You take 19 points of acid damage.
What a world!
You're melting. Oh, yes, that one.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah. Oh, not nozzles.
Our worst enemy.
My arch nemesis. Nozzles. I knew you'd find me.
Nozzles. All right.
Even in the outer reaches of Scotland, nozzles has tracked me down.
Is that a James Bond reference?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Velda, what do you got?
I got 18.
18 for Velda. Fulton.
19 for Fulton and 13 for Beelzebub.
Ooh.
2
Beelzebub.
characters.
Bubba Von Hoops.
18.
And 18
Strong.
for Bubba.
Did you get Colin?
18.
All right.
What'd you get?
I just got a dirty 20.
Oh,
Good for you. That's good.
Nice.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Carrot.
I appreciate you.
First
I
one to
appreciate
go.
you, appreciate
Who
you.
wants
Wait a
to go
minute,
first? Who wants to go first? Bubba
Hold
or
on.
Velda?
Do you know my...
Velda,
I'm
you go
aware
first.
that you're in the game. What did you get, Ron?
Jeez almighty. I'm using perception, right?
You're using perception.
Yeah, 30.
A 30. All right,
Yeah.
there you go. We'll put you at the top. Now, Bubba
Thanks.
or Velda, who would like to go first?
I guess
Because
me.
someone had to go in the order before we decided that. So, Bubba, now you get to join the order. Where are we putting?
Velda can go first.
Velda can go first. That's very kind of you to let other people speak first. Go on, I'm dadding the dad. What's going on?
It's because the dad's had 2 cups of nog, so going to need some dadding.
Drum nog.
However, Shania, you are very much the first person to act as these things start spinning around and just spraying acid all over the place. What would you like to do?
Move out of the fucking way.
That is a very good idea.
Yeah.
Do you want to... Where do you want to move?
Well, I'm back out of the shop. I think I'm going to grab the Gnoll and like drag him out of the shop.
Okay.
How far is it out of the shop? Can I do that?
You can do that. Yeah, you got enough. With 3 actions, that's enough to grab
Okay.
Paul Burke, drag him. I thought that was how he was going to go. We've not killed one of our name and NPCs yet. Yeah. This has come close to it. You grab Burke and you drag him out of the shop, which takes us to the next one, which is going to be the traps go. The trap, the trap has 3 actions, so it makes 3 attacks. Who is left in the room? That would be Velda, Bubba, and Caragor. So it's going to be 1 attack against each of you. Against Velda, that is a 31. Hits you for 20 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Bubba, it's a 25.
Yeah, it's going to hit.
That hits you for 20 points of damage. And Caragor... That is a 21.
Doesn't.
You managed to duck behind a box, and the acid does not hit you. And it's now your go.
My go.
It is your go, Caragor, yes.
Are the nozzles
like coming out of the ceiling and like on snaky tendrils or something?
No, they're like sprinklers basically.
Okay.
So you could by standing on a box you could reach them if you wanted to.
Could I just leave?
Yeah, you can leave the room. Yeah.
All right, let's just go out of here until they run out of acid, and then we'll come back in a minute.
All right, you run back outside.
Hiya, Fulton. Hiya, Beelzebub. Don't go in there. Shania's cradling. Oh no, Shania's out here, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm right here.
You're right.
Look,
You
I'm
okay?
in pain.
You're
Ow,
right, babe.
ouchie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You,
All right, what's your empathy, motherfucker?
I'm saying, are you okay? And I'm present, and I'm validating your concerns.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm in pain at the moment. So
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put up with this, okay?
No, it's fine. I don't mind.
Good.
You look great.
Okay.
Right.
Good.
Oh God.
Can I have some healing?
What? No, I'm a slayer.
What? I'm gonna have to do my own healing.
Your
6 point.
Fulton.
Fulton just stands there. Just
Very
waiting.
wise. Velda.
Velda, he's already leaving that shop. He's just hightailed it out.
Velda. Unfortunately, because you walked in first, it takes you 4 actions to get out of the shop.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like
shit,
a really
yeah.
long shop. It's kind of, it's like over 100 feet long.
Yes.
So you'd gone all the way down to like the bakery aisle.
It was designed by Ed Johnson. It's got loads of corridors.
Yeah.
Doors. It's just made of doors.
That you walk out of the shop, fine, and Bubba Von Hoops.
Yeah, Bubba leaves.
Bubba leaves the shop. All right, so you get
20 points of damage.
it's
A lot.
It's rough. Beelzebub.
He just goes to Shania. It wasn't me this time. It wasn't me, Velda. Yeah, I didn't throw acid over you. Are you okay?
Well, no, I'm quite badly burnt, actually. But
Oh.
have you got any sort of anti-acid or anything?
No. Sorry.
See, this is the thing with having the new non-lying is basically the answer to everything is no, I don't fucking know.
Yes.
Anyway, that's fine. Don't worry.
No,
I
I
will
mean-
support you when I feel better from my burned skin.
I'm enjoying this sort of journey to the centre of your uselessness. Really getting to know what you can't do.
You have got some healing, though, haven't you, Beelzebub? I know you've got that.
Yeah, yes.
So you do have an anti-acid.
It's not. I mean, to be fair, Velda,
Oh, yeah, right, I'm
anti-acid
afraid-
isn't really healing. Healing comes in all shapes and forms and stuff like that. And Beelzebub is just taking a couple of seconds to have a think if he's got any healing, which I believe that he has, because I believe in Beelzebub.
When he thinks, why does he stick his tongue out and lick his nostril? It's really
Ignore
weird.
it. Best ignore it.
I don't have any healing.
But that's okay, because I have my own healing, okay? And she puts a heal spell on herself.
You cast heal on yourself, so you restore yourself.
And then I heal Velda.
Yes, so you wait
thank
for
you.
so once you've
Oh,
waited for about
cheers.
a minute-
Nice one.
What? Are you hurt?
Yeah.
Fucking say so then! She heals you.
Enjoy that eardrums. That was an old school eardrum burst.
Yeah, man.
Tweet his eardrums.
Sorry.
That's right.
Now, if we could all, I think we're all
I just
communicating
remembered
quite
to
clearly.
pull back from it after I'd started, and I went, oh, like that. But it was too late. I'd already made everything too loud.
Bubba reluctantly takes the healing.
Can you do that with a spell? Just sort of like, reluctantly.
You kind of just put your hand in your face
Yeah.
away.
There's no need for that, is there really?
How many hit points do we get back?
As the sorry,
Oh, sorry.
just gonna fuck you.
Healer?
Yeah, what?
How many hit points do we get back from that spell?
Just bait?
Oh,
She's a bit. She's a bit.
Yeah,
moody.
I'm not in the best mood, okay? I just got splashed with acid all over me, okay?
So did I, but don't hear me complaining about it.
Yeah, okay, well, then maybe you're not reacting in the right way, okay? You want me to validate? You validate. Fuck off.
Hey, come on now, everyone. There's no.
Sorry.
Walked into a tree. No, it's not your fault. No, it's no one's fault. I think we're all just feeling a bit caustic. Hey-oh! Grim optimism. Nail it. Kicked to the door and get splashed by acid. I'm happy.
It's nice,
Happy.
the right thing to say. It's nice.
So anyway, we'll just wait until that time's out. It'll just pour its contents onto the floor and maybe it'll open up the basement.
It's extremely elaborate.
Aye.
Sort of
And you know what, Velda? Now we know there's something valuable inside.
Yes.
Aye.
There could be more traps as well.
Yes, but we send in Burke.
No, we're not doing that.
Why?
That was
Heal
one
him,
time.
send him, heal
He's
him,
a
send him.
killer.
Yeah.
He's not. But look, he's hapless and helpless, and we did that one time. It was fun, and now we've got legitimate cause to go inside the house. We'll now start finding traps properly.
Also, we need to be super vigilant because apparently the shop was looted over generations and nobody set off the acid trap until literally we just did. So it must have been pretty obvious.
14 for you, by the way.
Yes.
Very nice.
14.
Cast some healing spells. After about a minute, the nozzles start to
Thank you,
splutter, and the last few drops come out
And
of them
15
as
for
the
Bubba.
reservoir runs dry.
Thank you.
And there's just hissing sort of steam coming up from there.
All right, who's gonna go in there and search for traps?
Well, no, it's all covered in acid now.
Well, no. Oh, yeah, there's no upstairs unless there's a downstairs.
Well, it'll be filled with acid now.
Oh.
Let's send Beelzebub in.
No, it's fine. I'll go and have a look.
Well done, Caragor.
Get behind me, and watch out for that acid. Oh, Burke, you all right, mate?
I mean, I've lost a lot of blood.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It's okay. I fixed him up enough. I'm just going to leave you. Just lay here for a bit. You'll be okay.
Oh, no, Burke. You set the acid trap off, and it burned your cat away to just bones.
Oh, no.
I suppose in a way you faced your cosmic retribution now for murdering someone.
Oh, would that I have known the price would be so high. I wonder what'll happen for all those other people I murdered.
And we're done here. So, off we go, finding traps. Straightforward.
See you later, you Burke.
You leave Burke in the mud, and you go into the shop. Thank you, Stu Jackson.
Hey.
So, Caragor, you may want to give us a perception check to search that place
4 traps.
for traps.
Not be a thievery. I know you've got me to roll perception before, I'm just asking.
Thievery is to disarm them.
Okie dokie.
Perception is to spot them.
Probably roll as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, could you actually roll as well, Colin?
Sure, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
22.
Yeah,
I got.
good one.
Oh no.
There should be on the next Danger Recall, there should be like a little tally for each of you who wins each time.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll add it to the spreadsheet.
See you in 2 years' time, everybody.
Yeah.
So, Caragor, you go in and you have a little look around, sort of picking your way carefully around the puddles of acid on the floor. It's with a bit of caution, it's easy enough to sort of move your way around it, although a lot of the boxes have been melted and damaged, which gives you the impression you don't think that this trap has gone off before, because it's done quite a bit of damage to all of the stuff that's in there. While you're looking around, Bubba comes in and has a little look around as well. You check a wall. The wall's definitely safe. Bubba comes by afterwards and checks the same wall and kind of just taps a brick, and there's a grating of stone, and this wall slides aside to reveal a passageway and a staircase leading down into the earth.
Didn't you see that?
What?
Didn't you see that?
No. I got an eye patch on, haven't I?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to be a dick.
That's all right. No,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
voluntary eye patch. I've got 2 eyes.
Yes, I always thought the eye patch was sort of, enhances you in some way.
It does sometimes, Velda. Sometimes I'm looking off into the distance across the horizon.
Yeah.
Off into them shadows, which I'm now part of ever since I was in space. I tell you when I was in space.
Yes.
I was in space with Beelzebub.
Yes.
He might be here a while. Let's just go.
Yes.
Like,
Right, yeah, no, fair enough. Can we tell how long the trap's been there for? Or the door?
So you reckon it's it looks like it's been added, although the passageway beyond looks pretty old. But you reckon that you can see the earth has been dug relatively recently to get through this. You reckon this isn't like a part of the original construction, but you reckon that the tunnel beyond it probably existed before. It's like someone dug through the back of the shop to get into whatever was behind it.
so,
Who is
question
going
is,
first?
do we go through?
At least we can't smell any fish, eh? Hey, no fish this time, is there, eh? Hey?
No,
No
I mean,
No
at all,
fish,
no.
no
I mean,
frogs.
There might be.
Let's find
But I'm
out
just
more.
Now, what if there's more acid traps down there or whatever?
Well, I don't know. Do we have like a sort of an acid-proof umbrella or something?
What if there's a trap like?
Do you know what? It was really annoying. This fellow in the bazaar tried to sell me acid-proof umbrellas, and I said, no, what on earth would you need an acid-proof umbrella for?
Well, maybe we should ask him more questions.
I mean,
live and learn.
He sounds suspicious. He's suspect number one. He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. He said his brother was an acid seller, actually. I didn't put two and two together.
Can we see much down this tunnel, Daniel?
Peering down, it's very dark down there. You get a very strong chemical smell coming from down there.
I light a torch.
Well, I did. As the torch ignites, Velda's just like, what are you doing?
I was just going to throw it down.
No, can you smell the chemicals?
Yeah?
Look, I'm going to refer to Beelzebub. Beelzebub, you know about chemicals.
Yes, I know many chemicals.
Yes, why did you stop...
Chemical 1.
No, shush.
Chemical 2.
That's my favourite one.
Now, look, why didn't you stop
Chemical
Fulton?
3.
Why didn't you stop Fulton lighting the torch? Because they're clearly flammable.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Don't do that. What? Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. Okay.
Gosh, do you know what? The way you two are bonding is really quite heartwarming. And Velda casts light and sort of puts a ball of light on there, like the end of it. Just sort of like floats it.
Okay, you've got a floating ball of light.
Carragher, be careful here. Yeah, we don't want to end up down on a slide thing like we did in that snake pit thing. Do you remember?
Cracking memory, actually, Fulton. Fair enough.
Remember these
But
things?
you remember what happened to the snake, Fulton?
You beat it out with
Killed
a
him
wine
with
bottle.
a glass bottle.
Hey.
It's fucking hilarious saying out loud. Bloody hell. What was I on? I thought I was going to join a cult. God, I was drinking Kool-Aid. Bollocks bigger than Gorham's. I didn't survive that. That's mental. Anyway.
That was a nice one, brother.
We used to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good, wasn't it, those days?
That was good, yeah.
That's
That's
great.
one,
I was a mouse for a little bit. That's nice.
You were
That
a
wasn't
mouse
so
a little
good,
bit.
Shania. That wasn't so good.
Oh, what? I love the mouse.
Yeah, but we love the mouse.
The mouse thing worked for a little bit
Your
when you
mouse
tried
is-
to sneak under the door.
Yeah, that
and
was
stuff.
all right. That bit was good.
Look, this is lovely, but the soles of my feet are burning now. This is really like I've only got thin shoes.
Okay, yeah, okay, let's go.
All right, who's going to go first?
Well, I think Bubba should go. He's got the keenest eyes.
No, I haven't.
I'll go first.
What? I mean,
I'll go.
Bolton,
No,
you're
hang on.
going
Look,
to-
let me just look for traps, and you two can come. I mean,
well,
actually,
Bubba
Bubba's-
found the door.
Yeah. Yes, all right, Velda.
It's all right.
Bubba is
Like,
clearly
look-
very good at finding things. I tell you what, Bubba, you have a look for it. I will disarm anything you find. See that
There you go.
delegation?
Yeah, we're a team.
Yeah, that works.
All right, so you head down and give us a perception check to search as you make your way down the steps.
Well, mine this time was only 12, so...
Only a
I
12.
have full faith in Bubba Velda. There is no need to
Do you know what? It's nice to work as a team again. I think I expect great things of this partnership.
I'm not seeing much, to be honest.
Then we're good. We're
Let
good.
someone else go first, because actually my eyes, I don't have dark vision and stuff. I
Jokes
know you put a
aside.
light down there.
I have
actually
dark
have a
vision.
You can't go first, scruff a roll, and be like, actually, because someone else go first.
I did a perception check. I didn't walk down there.
I do a 19.
A 19. Okay, so neither of you see much as you're going down.
Okay, hang on. Who's got a melon, an orange?
Do you know what? I'm surprised with you both that you're both stood at the top of the stairs, peering
Velda,
down.
hang
Like,
on,
why don't you
the
just go
trap
down?
finding
It's okay,
business
don't
is a
worry.
very
I have
secure-
Philippe. Philippe, go for it.
No.
Take
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Are you sure?
No. Don't send Philippe. Philippe might die.
What?
Philippe would die. He's
He
bigger
won't
than
die.
you.
Look, it's-
Philippe is hard to go. Philippe. Hey, Philippe. You want to run down the thing and see if there's anything going on? That's what I thought. Yeah, go.
You don't know if that's a yes or a no.
There you go. Look.
Of course I do. This is my family. We are friends.
Look,
Philippe
don't worry. Look,
runs down
Hang
the
on, just
passageway off into the darkness.
just before he does, I stick the ball of light to his head. Be like, there you go.
The ball of light onto his
Like a
head.
little miner.
Okay, follow the monkey. We all run.
No, we don't all run. We wait on it.
I've got a mental image of a giant monkey running down a dark stairs with a light on its head, and Shania just bombing it after and being like, amazing.
Philippe, you hear a splash as Philippe lands in something at the bottom and then keeps running. So is Shania the only one chasing Philippe?
I'm chasing
Yes,
Philippe.
I'm walking down the stairs. I'm not running.
I'm letting you all go ahead.
Bubba goes after Fulton.
I go with it. Oh, the art of trap finding was very finesse. Just
I don't know what's going on. Like 1 minute I'm finding them, the next minute I'm not. I
Like
don't know
we
what's
can
going on.
find traps to
It's all-
stop people getting sprayed with acid, or we can just run after a monkey carrying
My
a light
feet
on
are,
his head.
my feet are still burning.
Philippe!
She's the one that got burned by acid and then shouted at you a lot when she did. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's really hard to navigate with her.
The Philippe runs down the thing. As you catch up with him, Shania, you kind of get to where the ground levels out. There's a grate on the floor. There is about ankle deep kind of bluish slime seems to be just flowing along the floor. It absolutely stinks. Some of it is running away down the grate at the bottom, but in general it's about ankle deep. Philippe has just splashed into it and has just kept running through it.
Okay, Philippe, come back because this is disgusting. Philippe! Hey, monkey, good monkey, devil monkey, love you monkey. Put the hand out, touch my hand. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. There we go. Okay, she picks him up and holds him.
You pick him up. Philippe is by this point almost as big as you. You can pick him up.
So big. You're going so much. It's a long time since I picked you up. Okay, she sort of strokes him a little bit.
I feel like
thank you, good work. Okay, guys, there's some blue sludge. Can anyone who would know what blue sludge is come quickly?
You didn't let Philippe run in it, did you?
What?
You didn't let Philippe run in it, did you?
What?
You didn't let Philippe run in it, did you? No, he ate stuff on his paws.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, no, he ran in it. Why?
Oh, well, don't pick him up then. Oh, come on, Shania. What? You got it all over you now. You could be anything. Put that down. Spit that out. Pack that in.
Hey, don't treat me like one of the children.
Can I make a Arcana? Is it Arcana to guess what substance it is, or maybe possibly engineering?
Have you got craft? You can use craft alchemy, or you can use Arcana.
I don't have craft alchemy, which is weird. On here,
surely you have craft alchemy.
I've got
being
crafting, but I don't know on this path builder.
You can just use craft.
They're both the same.
Yeah,
both the same. Arcana and crafting is the same. That's good. Rolling them high numbers. That was a natural one.
Roll a high number.
So that was a 14.
A 14.
Zelda also peers from a wizard's perspective.
You peer at the goo.
The goo.
3. Okay. All right. Could I do a nature check on it?
I'm going to do a bardic
15.
lore check.
Go on, bardic lore check.
From a bardic perspective.
We're all just
let me have a
pushing
look.
each other out of the way down this
A nature check will just tell you it is not natural.
Okay.
Let me look. Let me look. Let me look.
I mean, the room's full of it.
21.
A 21. It looks like whatever this is. It seems to be highly viscous, very sticky, and the smell of it is incredibly strong. It makes it hard to focus when you're close to it.
So it's basically Drum's eggnog.
Yeah. On which topic I would like a reflex save for Philippe, please, because he is covered in the stuff.
SpaghettiOs.
There's Philippe. All right. Where's his...
It's been so long.
Sorry. Yeah, I really have. Okay,
he doesn't get in trouble much on his own, does Philippe?
No, he doesn't.
Okay, so that is 24.
A 24, he makes it. Philippe manages to kind of shake off enough of the goo that he's not horribly affected by it.
Shania's been she's been wiping it off him lovingly and caringly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, you reckon now, having spotted it, you can kind of, if you pick your way through it, you won't go too deep. Like, Philippe's problem is that because he's on all fours, he's like halfway up to his body in it, however he runs through it. But you reckon if you're standing up, you could probably pick your way through it relatively carefully without getting too much of you on it.
So I say to Philippe, come on my back, like I wear you like a backpack. And he does a special thing with his arms, and it looks like I'm wearing him like a backpack. Like arms and feet, like it's arms and feet. I wear him like a backpack.
You're going to start storing things in him in a horrifying way.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Hold my sword.
You ruined the surprise. All right, yeah. Anyway, yeah, backpack.
Horrible backpack.
I could be a backpack. Why is chain?
Like Yoda, but if Yoda was played by Chewie.
Yeah.
Huge ape on your back. You're kind of hunched over carrying him.
It's nice when you two do that. You should get a sketching of you both one time.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I can't remember the last time that we did it. It's been so long, hasn't it, Philippe? Yeah, you see? He loves it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah,
make our way through the sludge.
There's his teeth at you. Father, may I ride on your back?
Yes, of course, Jam.
Jam just kind of clings onto your cot.
I put him on my head, and he makes sure. Hold on to my swaft back here.
He holds on.
And don't go to the toilet like last time.
He needs to excrete. He never eats anything. What? He's got fully functioning like bowels and a bladder.
Of course.
Whoa!
Yeah, on
what
the
is-
outside.
Yes, but hang on.
outside.
He's of the male gender, and most of the mix-max business. That's not there.
I mean, no, he wheezes into himself. That's surely how
it sort of drips out of
well,
other orifice size.
he
Valda, by the way-
just leaks effluent.
Gin is drowning.
Oh, well, I mean, Gin, don't drink that. Come on, I can pick it up. Thank you, Shania. Very good.
That's okay.
Caragor looks at Bubba and goes, God, I bet you're glad you've got any fucking weird pets to keep out of those weird goo, ain't you, mate?
Oh my god.
God, those
Who
lot
needs
bloody
a
hell.
pet? Do you know what I mean?
Menagerie, a little circus going on.
know,
Bloody hell.
yeah.
God, they need something else to validate themselves, don't they?
Well, I could do with a cat though.
It's like a fucking Philip Pullman book in here.
So you make your way through the slime, and you find that the passageway splits a little way up ahead. This is the point that Philippe had gotten to. He was about to career off down a passageway to the right. So it carries on directly ahead, where you can see it seems to get sort of a bit narrower and windier. Or there is a collapsed wall on the right that goes out into what seems to be sort of worked stone. The smell of chemicals gets stronger as you go further down, and as you sort of look through the hole, you can see it looks like it's kind of it looks like it might be a sewer system. You might have gotten into the sewer system of the city here, but it is very well built. Although obviously it's still a sewer. There are pathways around the side, and then it drops down into a kind of a gully where all of the refuse is. This is a particularly large chamber. It's a sort of big square chamber, and the goo floating in where you would normally expect to see excrement appears to be kind of different colours. Particularly, there's a very bright yellowy colour that sort of shimmers on the water in here as you enter.
Well,
This is looking suspiciously like a boss fight.
Yeah, no, mate, as soon as we came in here and I seen that goo, this had dungeon written all over it.
Hey. Something gonna come out of that square thing and it's like gonna go rah! We're gonna have to kill it.
But why are we... we're in here looking for the apothecary who...
Well, no,
He's dead though, isn't he?
Yeah, no, look, hey, look.
Do we even need to be here? Like?
This
No,
place,
not really.
no, wait. This place, okay, is probably the way to the place that we want to go to. Okay, this is what I am thinking. Because
I see what you mean,
I mean, obviously, it was never an apothecary shop. It was never an apothecary shop.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Ever.
so to get to the library, we have to go through all this bullshit.
Yeah, the Scrivenbough, that
definitely.
makes sense.
Right.
This is how the demon's going to fuck with us, okay?
But aren't we? The bookseller sent us to find the apothecaries who know where the Scrivenbough.
Yeah, because he didn't fucking know, okay? They know.
Either he did know that this is through the apothecary is how you get to the Scrivenbough.
Yeah.
He knew all along.
It's a riddle wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in a Christmas hamper.
What's
Yeah.
Christmas, Bubba?
What?
What's Christmas?
Oh, just something back in Magnamar we used to play around with.
But wait, nobody's decided to break into this house this entire time and set this trap off.
No, but I
to go
don't
to the
think many people
Scrivenbough.
want to go to the Scrivenbough. I don't. From what I can understand, the Scrivenbough is a place that people do not want to go.
But like,
okay?
no adventurer's gone, hey, I want to go to the fucking Scrivenbough.
So far, fucking no.
We're the
okay?
ones.
Oh, we're going to be the first, Bubba.
Yeah.
I mean, I generally think that like this is going to be horrendous. Okay, so
Yeah, we're not the first. Whoever set that trap up to stop anybody else coming in would have been the first
Yeah.
for whatever reason. But
Oh, yeah.
we might be among top 5 maybe.
well, I think we may be the first that are not pure evil that want to go this way. You understand what I'm saying?
Dan, while this discussion is going on, Velda sort of dropped back a little bit, and he's just pondering whether or not, with the magic and the amount of necks he's seen and what he knows about it, this effluent could just be like the fact that there's a lot of alchemicals being used in the city.
Yes, you can.
Oh, that's a good roll. Would that be, what roll would that be?
Give us an Arcana.
Arcana, that would be 30.
A 30. Well, you definitely think, with the amount of work that's being done here and the amounts of advanced alchemy and research, that there would definitely be runoff. Like there is in places that you have trained, which I guess would have been Corvosa or Magnamar or somewhere, whenever you would have done anywhere there is a large amount of magic, there's always a large amount of kind of runoff and leftover.
Yes.
And normally it is very safely disposed of, but it can make the sewers particularly weird. However, there is a lot of it here, which makes you think that somebody is doing magical experimentation quite close by.
Yes.
And that's what's causing all of this.
Yeah, I do believe actually it could be, rather than the library, it could be someone's doing a large volume of alchemical experimentation nearby. You see, it's not unusual to find effluents of such in the sewer. It's not just, unpleasantries. It's also...
Does it mean that a normal amount of people doing a normal amount of alchemical experiments nearby, or whoever set that trap up to stop people coming down here doing a rather larger amount of magical alchemical stuff
I would
nearby?
say, based on what I thought, yes, I'd say it's more like somebody seems to be doing an awful lot. And I don't really know much about alchemical ingredients, but there seems to be a very great variety based on the colours. Lots of colours, aren't there?
Dan.
Which I presume is different.
Yes.
The skeleton that we found, there was two skeletons. There was a cat skeleton and someone else, wasn't there?
No, there was just the cat.
Just the cat. So this guy's gone missing. Is he the one that's... I don't know, I'm trying to work it.
I mean, we are here to find
alchemists.
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 There we go. So it's potential that because that's the way Velda's thinking is just that whoever it is. Because I think you're right. There's a secret layer that it's never an alchemical shop up there. I think that's a load of old burk. Yeah. You just come downstairs. I possibly use that expression incorrectly, and then you see, and this is it. Although it seems to be unhygienic.
I mean, very unhygienic. But
yes.
I think if we are going to go to the place that we have to go, we are going to have to see a lot worse than just unhygienic. Okay.
Oh, yes.
So we have to choose. We have to choose between one of these two, don't we? Really, to go to the left or to the right.
Which one looks, Velda? Based on your sort of opinion, where would it be coming from rather than going to?
Which one has more? Can I tell which one has more chemicals coming out of it?
You reckon the big room with the yellowy goo, that seems to have a tunnel leading off where there is more goo flowing from.
Yes.
The one with the blue goo down to the south, the sort of thick goo that you've been working your way around, that one goes in a similar direction, but the other problem with that is that the floor drops away and it gets a lot deeper there, so you'd have to start wading up to your waists in that stuff if you wanted to go that route.
I would recommend the yellow room, otherwise we're going to be up to our necks in this stuff, and I don't know about you, but this stuff looks vile.
Yeah,
the yellow room is a big room, yeah?
It's a big room with a path around it and then a tunnel heading off to the south.
It's going to be something we're going to have to fight in there, isn't it?
Thank God the Green Lantern's not on this mission. Right, let's go.
Yes.
I will go and check for traps, and before I do so, I know it probably won't help very much, but if we've got scars or anything we could throw over our faces, I'm just worried about breathing anything in. Like, you might want to give us a couple of seconds for whatever eats through the scarf, but caustic gases, noxious fumes, etc. If we're dealing with a lot of alchemical drudgery around here, it might be worth it.
I think it's a good idea. Felder's already got his scarf up around his neck and his nose. He's had it the whole time. It's just that thing.
I don't know if it's helpful, but I'm going to detect magic as well, just see if there's any magic in the room.
You start detecting magic. You don't sense any magic other than that which you currently have. It's a perception check to have a little search.
I tell you what, if you ever want to see something truly horrific, you should check the sewers underneath any wizard's college or something like that. That's horrible. Disgusting things like that. Be amazed what wizards throw down the toilet.
Like accidentally half-summoned monsters.
Oh, yes. Mistakes and experiments and magic and raw stuff. Ugh.
Do they have like a sewer team that goes and if you're throwing...
That sounds like a level 1 adventurer's job, that does actually.
Yes, effectively, yes, that sort of thing. And I think if anything, sort of, usually there's wards and stuff, so it just washes off down to the city.
Because I've heard that if you throw those, flushable wet towels down the toilet, they can clog up the pipes.
Hang on, what? Flushable?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The flush, it goes...
The flash.
Yeah, you put water down it, and then it goes, woo.
So dwarven thing. Actually, I heard about
Dwarven
this.
engineering.
Dwarven engineering is what they use to try and flush out orcs in the rest of the sky.
Oh, I see.
Burst them out the pipes.
Oh, I see.
Hydraulics. It was pretty grim, actually. The fact that Bond's
Augustus
referenced
Gloop.
it is actually pretty dark. But
The
let it
great,
go.
the great flush campaigns that the dwarves used to have against the orcs.
Oh God! So you make your way into the sewer cavern and start making your way along thing as feeling confident that this is the safer option. And as Velda is describing the awful things that sometimes happen under wizard schools and in certain sewers, you hear a sort of a sloshing noise, and one by one you all kind of look back. What was your perception check, Garagor?
11.
An 11. Okay.
I didn't do one as well.
Oh,
One
dear.
time we didn't do it together.
You kind of hear a noise, and then you all look back one after the other to see a huge gooey mass of kind of yellowy slime rising up out of the pool of refuse and looming over Velda as tendrils of it start stretching out towards all of you. And that is where we leave it for tonight.
Damn it, I was going to quick save.
Oh, we're fighting custard.
Whose fault is it anyway?
This week's episode was made possible by our patrons, and especially our Dangerling of the Week, Steve Geddes. Steve Geddes, bum 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 bum. Steve Geddes, bum 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 bum. Steve Geddes, bum 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 bum. Steve Geddes. To get your name on the show, go to patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast.